Hello everyone and welcome to my Bitesize series. This is number 4. We're going to be working on the mat today. So if you like to use a towel for to put your head on, it's a good idea to do that. Then pause the video now and go and get one. As always, listen to your body. Don't do anything that you feel is beyond you or makes you feel uncomfortable. You have to be responsible for your own movements, as I can't see you. So let's get started. We're going to start by lying on the mat. So find the center of your mat, lie yourself down. Maybe have your head supported on a little hand towel. It's just nice so your gaze is going forwards. Feet and knees hip distance apart, shoulders gently drawn down your back. Place your hands on your lower ribs. We're just going to start with some relaxed breathing, so nice breaths in and out. Focusing at getting the air low down into the chest. So you feel as you breathe in that your abdomen is just drifting up into your hands. You're not forcing it up into your hands. You're not drawing it down as you breathe out. It's just a natural movement that occurs when you breathe in your lower ribs. So let's just take some nice gentle breaths in and out. It's a nice opportunity just to focus on yourself. To let all those lists of things that you've got in your head to do just drift away. One more nice deep breath in and out. We're going to start by rolling the head from side to side just to loosen up the neck. So we're going to do a little bit of a warm up first and then go into our Pilates routine. So just rolling your head side. Bring your head back to the middle, tuck your chin in and feel that your neck is lengthening and then relax. So it's like a little stretch at the back of the neck, so tuck the chin in and let it lengthen away. One more and relax there. Relax your hands down by the side. Take one hand up to the ceiling, keep the other one by your side and reverse. So we're going from one to the other. Keep the whole of your spine down on the mat. So as you lift your arm, don't let your back arch away from the floor. Nice and smooth. Coordinate that movement. Nice, relaxed breaths in and out. Bring your arms down by your side. Take your elbows out so they're at shoulder height. Hands facing the floor, and you're going to turn your hands down towards the floor. They don't have to touch the floor, and then you're going to turn them back behind. So you're getting a rotation of your upper arm in your shoulder socket. So we're working and warming the muscles and the joints of the shoulder. Nice, smooth, just rotating. Bring your hands in by your side. Let's rotate across and rotate out to the side. Now this time, again, you're going to want to arch your back. So gently draw your abs in, keep your back down on the mat and rotate your hands in and out. Do one more. Bring that back to the middle, let your hands relax. Bring your feet in maybe a little bit more. Check that your feet are flat on the mat, that your knees and your hips and your feet are all in line. And you're going to let one knee just gently drop to the side. Bring that back in. Same on the other side. Let your knee drop down and back in. So we're getting some movement here through the hip joint and back, just gently warming our joints up. So we're going to be doing a bit of work on the hips today, so we need to get them warmed up. Now bring your feet and your knees together and just roll your knees to one side, so getting a bit of rotation through the spine. Bring them back up and roll them over to the other side. Nice gentle roll from one side to the other. Keep the upper body relaxed. Just feel what's happening around your head and your neck. If you're gripping your teeth together, you're not relaxing the upper body at all. Nice roll one side and then the other. Come back to the middle. Place those feet and knees hip distance apart again. We're just going to gently tip and tilt to get a little bit of movement through the lower back. Nice little, just gently arch your back away, don't over arch, and then push your back down, and you can feel as you're doing that your abdominal muscles are having to work to bring your hip and your lower ribs together, and then they're relaxing and your back muscles are coming into work, into play. One more. And back to the middle. Relax your hands down. I'm going to bring the knees up into tabletop. And we're going to do the same move that we did before when we were warming up. But this time I want you to really focus on your pelvis and your lower back. Feel where they are now. Keep them nice and still. You might like to rest your hands on your hip bones, just so you've got a focus of what you're doing. And you're just going to let one knee drop down to the side and bring it back in. And the same on the other side. So gentle knee drop, side to side, keeping your pelvis nice and steady. A nice work for your hips, for the muscles around your pelvis. It's also working the large muscles of the core, because you're having to stabilize to keep your body still while the weight of your leg moves out to the side. Let's do two more on each side with the knees bent. Now you can stay here. If you feel that you've had enough work here, put your feet down and just let your knees drop to the side, but the same, don't let your pelvis move. If you want to work a little bit harder, you're going to extend your legs up to the ceiling. So have them at a right angle. It's very easy to pull them in too much. Have your legs straight, and then just gently let one leg come out to the side and back up. Same on the other side, keeping one leg absolutely still as you move the other leg out to the side. Nice and gentle movement. Keep your pelvis as still as you can. Keep those legs up. You might feel that you're working your quads quite hard. I know I am. I've been working my legs quite hard this morning and I can feel it. Let's do one more of those side drops, keeping the pelvis as still as you can. Bring that back to the middle. Now you're going to take your foot round in a little circle, and again, keep your pelvis as still as you can. You can, if you want to, place that other foot down. So it's up to you. It's more like a D shape then a circle, and take it round the other way. One more. Take that foot down, take the other one up to the ceiling. Big circle round. Keep that knee as still as you can. So you can either have your leg down or you can have the other leg up, which is harder because you haven't got that stability of your foot. Your base area is smaller, so it's harder to maintain your balance. And let's go around the other way. Nice big circle. That's it, 2 more. This is number 1 and number 2. And bring your knees in onto your chest. Give your knees a little squeeze. Relax. And then you're going to take your knees, your feet down one at a time onto the mat. And we're going to do a little bit of work on our abdominals. So we did a little bit when we tipped and tilted. We're going to do some ab prep first of all. So take a nice breath in. Feel wide and full like we did at the beginning of the session. Getting the air low down into this lower part of your abdomen. I know your lungs come to here, but it feels like it's going further down. And then we're going to rest the hands on the thighs. And as you breathe out, draw your pelvic floor in and your abdomen as you reach forwards and roll down. And again, nice breath in. And breathe out, scoop up and relax. So it's a nice little ab prep, just warming those abdominal muscles a little bit more. Try and keep the chest nice and open. Lead with the front of the chest, not with your chin. Let's do 1 more of these. Now bring your feet together. Let your knees drop to the side. So your feet are in a position like a frog. And this time when you scoop up, you're going to reach forward towards your feet. So take a nice breath in, breathe out and reach forwards and back. We'll do 8. So that's number 2. Number 3. As you come up, you'll feel that engagement through your abdominal muscles. You may also feel a slight engagement through the pelvic floor. So just gently draw your pelvic floor up as well. Nice reach forwards and down. I've lost count. I think I'm on about 6. 7. 1 more. 8. Relax down, bring your knees back up. Draw 1 knee in, extend the other leg out, and we're going to go into a single leg stretch. So you can either just put your hands on your knee and swap from side to side, or you can put 1 hand on your knee, 1 on your outer shin. Bring your head up into an ab prep position, and you're going to swap and swap. So try to keep your legs so that your feet are staying in line with your hips. So I always imagine it's a little bit like having your legs running on rails, so that they're having to keep nice and steady. So it's a nice extend of the leg, drawing the knee in, scooping the abdomen up. If it's too much in ab prep, drop your head down, keep your shoulders nice and open, and work with your head relaxed down on your towel. Let's do 3 more on each side. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's number 3. Draw your knees in, have a little roll around, loosen your back. Round the other way. Then we're going to relax the feet down. And we're going to do a nice gentle oblique twist. So take a nice breath in, and as you breathe out, instead of reaching straight forwards, you're going to come up and reach across to the outer side of your knee. So reach over and down. So nice breath out and in and out. That's 2. We're going to do 8. So try to keep your hips as steady as you can. That's 3. So the work is coming from those muscles that run diagonally across your abdomen. That's 5. Try not to strain forwards with your neck. Feel as if the work is coming from your center. 7. Last one. Reach over and over. Relax down, bring your feet and knees together, just let your knees roll to one side. You're having a nice stretch. Bring your knees back up and roll over the other way. Just stretching side to side. Gentle roll. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Bring your knees up, and then you're going to roll over onto your side. Keep your knees bent. We're going to be lying. You might like to put your towel here. It keeps your neck in a better line than if your head is right down on your arm. Bring your knees up so your feet are in line with your back and your bottom. So it's as if you were against a wall. You can either have your hand in front or relax your hand on the side of your thigh. It's up to you. And we're going to go into clam. So your hips should be stacked one above the other, your knees one above the other, and your feet one above the other. And we're going to keep the feet together and just open the upper knee towards the ceiling and then lower it back down, keeping the hip, the pelvis, steady. So if you just gently draw in around here, that'll just help keep everything nice and still. So if you've got your hand in front, don't take too much weight. Keep your shoulder nicely open. Try and keep your feet so they don't come apart. And everybody's hip will move a different amount. You might find that your other hip moves differently when we get to the other side. We'll do 2 more, so we've done about 10. Bring your knees together. Now keep your feet together but lift them from the floor. And we're going to do exactly the same for 10, but with our feet away from the floor. So nice open through the hip. Gentle breathing in and out. Control that knee as it comes back down towards the other knee. So you're not letting it flop. You've got nice, smooth, controlled movement when you're opening and closing that hip. Let's do one more. Now keep your feet off the mat, extend your legs, and you're going to raise and lower that upper leg. You might need to readjust a bit. I feel like I need to readjust. That's better. So again, that hip bone is facing towards the ceiling. And keep that lower leg still. Lower your legs down. Now we're going to combine both movements together. So you're going to slide your foot up the lower leg, letting the hip open. Then you're going to extend that leg up to the ceiling, flex your foot and pull it down towards the other leg. So you slide your foot up, extend up, flex your foot and draw down towards the other leg. That's 2. We've been doing about 10 of each move. Nice, extend, open that hip, flex your foot, draw your leg down. Feel the muscles on the inner side of your thigh working. Nice stretch and draw down. Let's do one more after this one. And then let your knees bend. Just have a little rest there. We're just going to do a little bit of work on our side flexors before we turn over and do the same on the other side. So extend those legs both out again. And this time we're going to lift both legs and lower. Both legs and lower. And you can lift your upper body too. So you're working these side flexors. You can add your arm. If you find balance hard, just keep your hand in front and lift. We'll do 2 more. And then draw those knees up. Well done, nice work. We're going to go over to the other side. So I'm facing you, I'm going to just twirl around on my mat. To lie down, get my knees in position, so I've got my feet, my back straight, I've got my feet in line with my bottom, so if I was against a wall, my back, my bottom and my feet would be touching the wall. I'm going to do 10 nice open clams, So keeping your feet together, the lower foot on the mat. Just gently open that upper leg and lower. Try not to let your hip roll back as you open. Keep that hip steady. If you're not sure, put your hand on your hip bone. Nothing like feeling to know what you're doing. Let's do one more. And then we're going to keep the knees down, lift the feet. And we'll do the same move again. Keep the feet as steady as you can. So it's harder, having to work harder because you've got to balance a little bit more. So those postural muscles, even though you're lying down, are having to work to maintain your position on the mat. Bring your knees together, then we're going to extend those legs out. Keep that lower leg off the mat if you can. You're just going to raise and lower that top leg, keeping the lower leg as still as you can. Nice and steady, drawing through your middle. It's quite a balance. Relax your legs down. And we're going to combine that movement. So we're going to slide the leg up, let the knee open, but try not to let the hips roll back. Extend that foot to the ceiling, flex your foot and draw it down. Slide up your leg, extend your foot up, flex and down. That's 2. So this side might feel totally different to the other one. That's quite normal. Nice, draw down, work that inner thigh. Imagine that you're drawing that leg down against a resistance. So maybe you've got something around your ankle and you're having to pull that leg down towards the other leg. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Draw those knees up in front. You need to give your hip a little rub if it just feels like it's letting you know where it is. Just give it a little rub. I'm going to finish off by doing those double leg lifts. So we're working our side flexors here, so we're lifting a little bit higher if you can, and then if you want you can add the upper body. That's 4. If you want, you can bring your hand up and over. That's 7, I think. But my counting's notoriously bad. I think this is the last one, number 10. And relax down, draw your knees up. Then we're going to roll on our backs. Relax your head down. Just roll your head side to side, just to loosen off your neck. And we'll do some stretches. So we're going to do a hamstring stretch first of all. So extend your left leg, draw your right knee in onto your chest. So we'll give your hips a little stretch. And then you're going to place your hand around the back of the thigh and extend that leg up to where it feels comfortable for you. Try to have your legs straight rather than bent. So if here is the right position for you, that's where you go. You'll be feeling that stretch down the back of the leg here. You can draw your foot towards you. You'll feel that stretch intensify down the back of your leg and go into your calf as well. Relax that knee down, stretch it out, bring the other knee in towards your chest, hold there, or hold wherever is comfortable for you. It may be here, this may be enough. Just do what your body wants you to do. Hold here, stretch, stretch, stretch. So you'll be feeling a stretch here, down the front of that leg, and then extend that leg up to the ceiling, have your legs straight. Hold wherever you need to hold to get that stretch through your hamstrings. And again, the important thing is to have the legs straight. If you're going to get a good stretch, you need to think about where the hamstrings come from. So they come from here, and they fix down here. So if you've got your knee bent, you can't stretch them. You can feel them, in fact, behind your knee here, the tendons. You want to just stretch them out. And everybody's stretch is different, and none is right and none is wrong as far as intensity of stretch. And pull your toes towards you. Feel that stretch going down the back of the leg, opening the back of the knee. Relax that down. Take the right leg over the left, so your foot is on your thigh. Draw that knee in. Place your hands behind the thigh. Gently draw that leg towards you, while taking this right knee out to the side, and you should feel a stretch around your hip here. So you're stretching those big gluteal muscles, and you're also stretching a muscle called piriformis. So it's a nice stretch. It's also good because it puts your hip in a different position. It increases the range of movement in your hip. And we do tend to be a little bit, our range of movement is reduced in our hip very much because we sit on a chair a lot. Relax that down. Exactly the same on the other side. So place the other foot on the other thigh, draw your leg in and take your knee out to the side. Nice breaths in and out. If you're not feeling the stretch, try and take that knee a little bit further out. Don't force it. Nice breaths in and out. Relax that down. Bring both your knees in onto your chest. Give yourself a little hug. I think we're all a bit short on hugs these days. And then let yourself uncurl and take yourself into a full body stretch. So you're stretching your feet away in one direction, your arms in the other. Stretch, 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 stretch as much as you can through your middle. And then relax and bring your arms down. We'll finish off just by doing a couple of nice relaxed breaths here. So back to where we started. Lying gently, taking nice breaths in and out. Let your legs just relax out to the side. Relax your shoulders if you can. Feel that you're just sinking slowly into the mat. And when you've done some work like we've done, it's quite nice to do this. So I'm going to sit up in a moment, but you've got the option obviously of staying there as long as you would like. If you're going to get up with me, bend your knees, roll onto your side and bring yourself up to sitting. And nice work everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. If you've any comments, please put them in the box below and hopefully I'll see you on our mats again in the near future.